A couple weeks ago, we were visiting with my father when he was sharing photos from his most recent birdwatching trip to the Dominican Republic with the residents of his senior community. Now, when he mentioned a near fall on a wet tile floor in his hotel room, a quiet gasp echoed through the room, and then every head started nodding. They knew. The fact is that 1 in 4 Americans over age 65 will fall this year. Now, many of those falls result in permanent immobility or death. For the residents of my father's community, that's not a statistic. It's a shared, unspoken fear. But it doesn't have to be this way. If you're age 50 or older, or you know someone who is, you and them will want to watch this video because we're going to talk about why falls are so top of mind for older adults, why the fear of falling can do more harm than good, and share some simple exercises that can be done to build the strength and confidence needed to continue to be active and mobile late into life. Welcome back to the Fitness Roadmap. I'm Mark, and it's good to have you here to talk about the danger that falls pose to the elderly and why it doesn't have to be that way. That collective gasp in the activities room that day revealed a hard fact for many of the elderly, and that is that life is a daily obstacle course where every rug, curb, or step is a potential trap. The polite applause for my father's travel photos was nothing compared to the visceral reaction to a fall that didn't even happen. It was a silent confession. We think about this every day, and that can impact our lives in many negative ways. Psychologists call it post-fall syndrome. A fall or close call with a fall can instill a hypersensitive alarm in the brain, blaring danger, danger at every step. Now, this fear leads to inactivity. Muscles weaken and joints stiffen, inviting the very fall they're trying to prevent. A 2024 study in the Journal of Aging found that seniors who fear falling are twice as likely to need long-term care within 5 years. Now, this fear can act as a self-imposed prison sentence, shrinking a person's world to the size of their living room. AARP reports that seniors who avoid outings because of a fear of falling have a 60% higher risk of depression. Now, this fear doesn't just steal their mobility, it threatens to rob them of important social connection. The good news is that older people don't have to live this way. They can break the cycle, and it can start with one very simple thing. Stanford researchers found that practicing a deliberate step over a low obstacle for just 2 minutes a day cut fear levels by 20% in 6 weeks. It's not about winning a race. It's about reclaiming the hallway one safe step at a time. At the end of the day, strength, mobility, and balance are all key components to reducing falls and the severity of a fall if it does occur. Now, the good news is that you can start rebuilding strength and balance at home with a few simple exercises. Remember, when doing these, always have a sturdy chair or counter nearby for support, just in case you need it. So here are 3 simple exercises you can do starting today. Okay, the first exercise you can do to build strength and improve your balance and reduce the risk of falls is just a basic chair sit. So I've just got a box here. Pick a nice comfortable chair. Have something around you if you need to support, but basically you're just gonna sit down in your chair and without using momentum, just lean forward a little bit and stand up. And slowly sit back down, stand up, sit down. Do that about 10 times. If you can do that 10 times a day, that'd be great. When it gets easier and you feel like you can do more, you can add a little bit of weight. I've got just a small little kettlebell. You can just hold it in your hand and do the same thing. Stand up and back down. This is a great exercise for building your quads, muscles around your knee, and your hips, all important when trying to prevent falls. Next exercise you can do to build leg strength and help reduce the risk of falling is what's called a step up. So just have a nice sturdy platform 6 to maybe 12 inches high at the most to start out, just something, a nice low platform, or a step. You could use a step in your house. And the idea is to just put one foot on the platform and step up, but you don't want to push off with your back leg. So just lean forward, bring your leg up, and slowly back down. You can do that once again, about 5 to 10 times with each leg. It's a great way to start building that strength in your hips and your quads and your calves. And once again, when it gets a little easy, you can add some weight. So just put that in your hand, step up, slowly back down. Great way to build that strength and mobility in the hip and knee joint. One of the best things you can do to reduce your risk of falling is to improve your balance. And a great way to improve your balance is to practice standing on one leg. So once again, have a wall or other support by you if you need it. And you can start off holding on to the support and then just practice standing with one foot up, balancing on the other leg. Hold that for maybe 10 to 20 seconds. When you get comfortable doing that with each leg, you can do it without the support. You'll feel all the muscles in your foot and ankles firing to keep you balanced. You can do that with each leg. You'll find that one leg is probably better than the other. One leg is stronger. My left leg is better than my right. Now, if you want to make it really challenging, close your eyes. Much, much harder. Great way to improve your balance. The chance of a bad fall can be reduced with 3 simple tactics. First, continue with the light strength work like the exercises I just demonstrated. Second, get regular vision checks. An updated prescription can significantly reduce your fall risk. And third, join community classes like Tai Chi, which is proven to improve balance, flexibility, and core strength, reducing the risk of falls. No fancy gear needed, just the motivation to get better. Do you know someone who is older and might benefit from this video? Be sure to share this video with them so they can begin to rebuild their strength and confidence. Also, be sure to leave a comment below sharing your story about how falls have impacted your life or how you or someone you know has worked to strengthen their body to reduce the risk of falling. We can all learn from each other. Now, the most important thing that my father shared that afternoon wasn't a photograph. It was that moment of connection over a shared reality. Falls will always be a possibility, but they don't have to be the final word. The focus can shift from the fear of falling to the joy of activity and connection. Be sure to give this video a like to help YouTube share it with others, and I'd love to have you as part of the Fitness Roadmap community, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. The link is below. That's it for now. Until next time, take care, enjoy the journey, and be well.